I've got 6 of the best travel credit cards that you should get. If you want to travel the world, experience more, and earn some valuable credit card points, then let's take a look at the 6 credit cards that'll help you do that. Chase Sapphire Preferred is a mid-level credit card that'll earn you Chase Ultimate Rewards points. When I was first getting started with credit cards, I didn't want to have a complicated card with a high annual fee, and I wanted it to be easy to use. Guys, so you want to travel, okay, I get it. The way to do it is that you need to be spending regular stuff to put on these cards, regular spending. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you're gonna be getting 5x back on all travel booked in the Chase portal, 3x back on dining, and 1x back on everything else. You're also gonna get 2x back on other travel purchases that are not booked in the Chase portal, and then you're also gonna get 3x back on online grocery purchases. So the annual fee for this card is gonna be $95, but don't let that scare you away because there's gonna be lots of ways we can help reduce this and actually make a positive return on investment with this credit card. You're gonna be earning back that $95 and more. So I always thought, why would I ever get a travel credit card when you're gonna spend on a debit card? Well, you don't get these benefits and it's so worth it. You might as well do it. So the Sapphire Preferred is gonna have a 1.25% multiplier on all the Chase Ultimate Rewards points, basically giving you a 25% boost, which is awesome. This can be used to book flights, hotels, anything else through the Chase portal. You can also get cash back, but it's not the best option as you only get 0.5 cents per point. Also, travel credit cards really help you out by giving you warranty protections, rental car insurance, and other travel insurance benefits that'll really smooth out your travel experience. Oh, and there's also a sign-up bonus of 60,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points worth $750. That's right, you're gonna be earning $750 worth of points in just 3 months if you spend $4,000 in that time period. The most important part is to make sure you know you're gonna spend $4,000. Don't go out of your way to do it. Check your monthly spending, and if you can do it on your regular spending, go ahead and try it. The Amex Platinum card. This is one of the most prestigious travel credit cards, as everyone has always looked up to the Amex Platinum for its brilliance, lavishness, and other extravagant features such as being a metal silver credit card. You may think to get this card you need to be a high spender, earn tons of money, maybe be a doctor, but let me tell you, things have changed. In 2023, anyone can get this credit card as long as you have a good enough score and you're gonna use all those benefits. Just make sure that you spend on all those benefits. I'll go over in just a sec without having to go out of your way. This card comes with a $695 annual fee, but also $1,600 worth of credits. These credits include incidental travel fees like baggage fees or Wi-Fi fees, Walmart Plus, TSA or Global Entry, Saks Fifth Ave, Uber, digital entertainment, and even more. There are way too many credits with this card, and if you want to look more at what these credits are, take a look at this calculator here. It'll go over all of the credits and what the intended value of these credits will be based on what you spend already and how you intend to use the credits. Like all cards in this video, there are no foreign transaction fees, which is fantastic. Just note, Amex is a weird card and it's not very widely accepted everywhere, so it's something to know if you're going to be using this as your main card. Bring a second one with you. You'll earn 5 points back on all travel booked directly with airlines or through Amex portal, which is awesome because other cards don't let you book directly with airlines and earn 5x back. You'll get 5x back on all hotels purchased in the Amex travel portal and then 1x back on everything else. This isn't the best part of this card, and a competitor, let's say the Chase Sapphire Reserve, earns 10x back on hotels and 5x back on flights, which is better, but let me get into why this card is better than the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So the membership rewards points that you're gonna be earning with this card are gonna be worth 2 cents per point if you redeem them strategically with travel partners. So redeeming with travel partners is a very common way to boost your cent per point from, let's say, 1 all the way up to 2 or even more depending on the card. Amex has a great list of transfer partners and has an awesome availability to select from. You can travel worldwide or even domestic with these partners, and you can totally get a great cent per point value. Plus, there's an 80,000 membership rewards sign-up bonus, which is awesome to have, and that's worth a lot. Complimentary lounge access is another perk that you're gonna be getting with this card. You're gonna be getting access to the Amex Centurion lounges, and you can finally kick back in one of the best lounges of the world and just sip on some champagne or whatever they have in there. So an airline credit card, guys, we're gonna talk about the Delta SkyMiles Gold Card, as it's one of the best travel credit cards for a specific airline. The Delta SkyMiles Gold Card is an entry-level credit card that earns 70,000 points when you spend $2,000 in 6 months. Spending money on extra costs like Wi-Fi, food, baggage fees, it adds up really quickly. This is where the Delta SkyMiles Gold Card comes into play. If you fly Delta pretty frequently, you're gonna be getting free checked bags every single time you pay with the Delta credit card. On my recent trip to Paris, my bag was overweight and they pulled me aside and asked me to pay and to check my bag. It's a regular carry-on, and I was a little frustrated. I found out the fee to check your bag was 60 euros, and I had to pay it. The same thing happened to my girlfriend with her bag, and she had to pay to get it checked, but it was actually $0 with this card, and she saved 60 euros, which is like $63 right away. All right, so the Delta Gold card earns 2x miles back on all Delta purchases and 1x back on everything else. You're also gonna get 2x back on all restaurants and grocery stores worldwide. This card's purpose is not necessarily to be earning a ton amount of points. It's mostly to just make your Delta travel experience better, as you'll get 20% back on in-flight purchases, and that waived baggage fee that I said earlier, it'll just help make the Delta experience more pleasing. SkyMiles are worth 1 to 1.5 cents per point, with many other calculations leaning towards the 1.5 cent per point value. TPG does an excellent analysis of the SkyMiles here. I would totally recommend checking this page out. There's lots of other flights on here as low as 4,500 for a one-way. There's lots of good redemption options for many flights in the US. The Amex Gold. This card rocks. If you want to get paid to eat food, then get this card. So the credits are broken down in a way where you get $240 per year divided between Uber and Grubhub. You'll get $10 each month for Uber and $10 each month for Grubhub. This basically covers the annual fee of $250, leaving you with a $10 annual fee effectively after spending all those credits. Just remember, you don't necessarily need to get Uber Eats delivery. You could just go Uber Eats pickup, walk to the restaurant or drive, and then pick it up, so you don't have to pay those extra fees for delivery. Also, like I said earlier, Uber rides are also gonna count for the Uber credit, so you don't necessarily have to do Uber Eats. This is a great way to earn points if you already eat takeout food a lot. Just start charging it to this card and you're gonna get covered all the way and basically cover that entire annual fee. I'm gonna break down even further more about this card and what happens when you sign up. So there's a sign up bonus of 60,000 membership rewards points, but just know that there's targeted offers as high as 75 or even higher. You'll have to spend $4,000 in the first 6 months of opening this card, which is pretty easy to do if you already spend. So like I said, this is a food card. You're gonna be earning 4x back. That's right, 4x back on restaurants, 4x back on groceries, 3x back on flights, and 1x back on everything else. As you can see, this is a dedicated food card. A lot of people online talk about this. It's a solid option if you get a lot of food. Great option to earn a lot of membership rewards points if you eat out a lot. Plus, it's gold, made of metal. I mean, what more could you want in a card if that really matters? The Venture X is an all-around travel card that, despite a $395 annual fee, completely pays for itself. So let me explain how this is possible. There's a $300 travel credit with this credit card that you're gonna be getting right away when you have this card for $300 worth of travel booked in the travel portal. This includes flights, hotels, or rental cars. This drops the effective annual fee to $95, but I'm not done yet. Every year, Capital One gives the VentureX card holders a 10,000 mile bonus just for keeping the card. This is worth $100, basically making this annual fee from $95 to positive $5. That's real. It's really real. The VentureX earns 10x back on hotels, 5x back on flights, and a whopping 2x back on everything else. That's important, let me explain. So a lot of cards don't get 2x back on everything else. They get like 1x back. The VentureX is different, and that is 2% back on everything, guys. 2%, as points are worth 1 cent per point or even higher. This is such a great card for beginners, as you're gonna be getting a great multiplier for flights and hotels, and then that 2x back is fantastic just for keeping this card in your wallet for everything. Like I said, those miles are worth 1 cent per point, but you can transfer them to transfer partners to make them worth even more with very strategic redemptions. You're gonna be getting Capital One Lounge access, which there's only one right now in Dallas, but there's gonna be more. And you'll also have Priority Pass and Plaza Premium just to hold you over and have some more lounges to go to. Just know that these lounges get really full and it might be hard to get into sometimes. If you don't want to think too hard about travel credit cards and you can spend more than $400 on flights every year, which if you're watching this video, you probably already do, just get the Venture X. It's a great card to start out with, and I would totally recommend it to anyone looking to travel. Here we have the best hotel credit card, the World of Hyatt. This card is excellent for transferring Chase Ultimate Rewards points to, as you're going to be earning a higher cent per point value when you transfer your Chase points to World of Hyatt. Point transferring can be a little confusing, but I did go in depth in a real example showing a hotel that you can book in Italy for 2.6 cents per point. This card comes with a $95 annual fee, but is quickly made up by the benefits that are included. You're going to earn one free night between a Category 1 and a Category 4 Hyatt lounge for free every single year with this card. A Category 4 can be worth up to $200 in value per night, so that's great. Plus, the sign-up bonus of 30,000 points is incredibly good after spending $3,000 in the first first 3 months of opening. You'll also earn 2 points back for every $1 spent, all the way up to 30,000 points within the first 6 months of opening this card. That's a lot of points. If you can earn up to 60,000 points at a 2.6% or even more point value, that's a lot of money. This is such a great card to get into strategic redemptions and get high value for your points. It is a little more advanced to try to figure this out. I did go into depth on how to do it in my last video in one of the examples, but I'm gonna make an in-depth video on how I actually wanna do this when I get this card. So stick around and watch that when it comes out. Thanks for watching, everyone. All these cards are great. Start slow, get one at a time, and just be patient. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Just be confident, feel it out, and wait for that right time to apply. I hope you guys all accomplish your personal goals and appreciate you for watching. Bye.